Hi, I'm Avery and this is my channel, That's So Avery. If you are a fan of the big four pattern companies, you're in luck because they're having a huge sale going on right now. The prices on all their, I'm not sure if it's all their patterns, but a great deal of their patterns are $3.99 to $7.99 right now. The $7.99 being the Vogue patterns, as they're always more expensive. So I did buy 5 patterns today on that sale, and I also a couple weeks ago bought a stack of McCall's patterns from Hobby Lobby because they had them on sale for 99¢, and that was, I believe that was before we knew the fate of the big four pattern companies. I think they are staying in business is what I read on the latest news on it. But so I did pick up quite a few of those. And normally when I'm buying patterns, I try not to go with super trendy styles, because if I don't get a chance to sew it while it's still in trend, then it's going to be wasted. So a lot of these are more timeless kind of styles, or what I would see as like timeless styles. And yeah, so the ones from Hobby Lobby are all McCall's because those were the only ones that were 99¢. And then I will go through this stack, and then I will also show y'all what I bought today in the website simplicity.com sale. So for the McCall's patterns, paper patterns, and the ones that I got today are all PDF patterns too, because I do have a used projector that I bought, and that just makes it a lot easier and saves paper and all of that for those patterns. But yeah, let's get into these paper patterns. The first one is McCall's M8312, and I'll show that here. I really like Busey, and I like how she styled it with the matching shoes and everything. I'm not sure what that style is with that yoke in the front, but I got this, and for clarity, my sizing is 36, 29 to 30, 31 depending on the day, and then about a 41 hip. And this one comes in extra small, small, medium, and if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my computer. And the next sizing is large, extra large, extra, extra large. So that is M8312. The next one is a shirt pattern, and that's M8001. This is also in the extra small, small, medium, and then the next size would be large, extra large, extra, extra large. And this is a really cool top. And I like this view B with just the little bit of grown on sleeve and then a cuff. And I have some stripy fabric that I think will look really good in this, and just play around with the direction of the stripes. So that is M8001. The next pattern is a dress. This is M8104. And looking at it, I'm not sure if this one's going to be too low cut for me, but I love the design of it. It's kind of got gathered bust cups with kind of a, is that called an empire bust line? And then this one does button up the front. And I got it in a size 6 to 14. And the next size banding is 16 to 24. And the problem I have sometimes with McCall's patterns is I'm like a 12-14 on my top and a 16 on the bottom. So it makes it hard when there's no pattern that overlaps the 14 and the 16. But a lot of times with dresses, especially dresses that are loose and flowing, I can get away with just doing the 14 because there's enough ease in the hips. Then the next one is M7925. This is another button-up front dress with a lot of different options. and I got that in the 6 to 14 size range, and I think that's, most of them are probably going to be the same, so no overlap between 14 and 16. This one is a top, McCall's M7562, and I loved the seam lines on this one. So for this one, I want to do view C. Then I like the idea of the waist high, so I'll probably add that. I also like view D as well, and then B has like a crisscross front and back detail. So that's going to be a really cool pattern to use. Then I have another button front dress, and I really like view B on this one. This is M8083, size 6 to 14. And that one looks like it has an optional tie for the waist. This next one is M7970, size 6 through 14. Like I said, I usually just will try to do a 14 and hope it's not too tight around the hips, but this one is really, really cool, and there's a lot of different options. I kind of feel like I would probably do view A. I love the ruffle, and that'll be really pretty in the summer. So that is M7970. And then this is M8085, and this is a knit pattern for moderate stretch knits, cotton knits, jersey, interlock, or rib knit. Just a very basic, everyday type of dress. I like this view here. And that comes in extra small, small, medium, and then large, extra large, extra, extra large. The next one is a blouse, M7284, and I love the details on this blouse here. I like the version she's wearing. I like all of these versions, actually. I could see myself making quite a few of these. I like this style blouse. And that comes in extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, extra, extra large. This next one is M6959, and this one did overlap the sizes, so I got the 14 to 22 size. And I like the view she's wearing, but I think I would do the straighter skirt rather than the flared skirt, but I love the bias binding details all along the edges. I think it's beautiful. I like the little short cap sleeve. And then this next one, M7472, and I got this with a specific goal in mind. It's like a shirt dress. I like this version she's wearing here, and I have a cotton flannel that I picked up a long time ago that I want to make this in and then wear with tights or leggings. The next one is M7391, and I just love the lace-up detail of this one. I really like view D. I can't tell if that's a long shirt or supposed to be a dress, but I probably would, if it was too short to be a dress, I would lengthen it to make a dress because I love the details on that one. And then the last McCall's pattern I got from Hobby Lobby is another shirt. This one is M7390. I got this did overlap sizes, so I got the 14 to 22. And I like the long sleeve and the one she's wearing. I like how you can play with your pattern a little bit. So I would definitely make that, and I could see myself wearing that of our variety of ways. And that's it for the McCall's patterns. And then as far as the patterns I got today, I'm going to look down briefly just to get an idea, and I'm going to put, I'll slide over so I can put the pictures of these patterns here, because like I said, they are all PDF patterns. And I'm going to use my projector for them. So the first two are patterns that I've been looking at getting for a long time, but I knew they would go on sale eventually, so I've been waiting. And the first one is a Vogue Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress, V2060. And that is one of her wrap dresses that does not have the collar. And for this one, I did get the sizes 8 to 16, so the 14 and 16 overlapped for that one. And this is for knit fabric, stretch fabrics. And I am picturing this in an animal print. I've always wanted to make one out of that, and I've got quite a few of those in the stash. So I'm very much looking forward to this dress. I've been waiting forever to find it on sale. The next dress I've been waiting to go on sale, and I've even bought the fabric and everything, I'll show you that in a second, is M8553. That is the fairly viral dress with the metal zipper going down the front and a collar. And I want to do it in the long sleeves. I'm hoping I have enough of my fabric to do it in the long sleeve. And in this one, the 14 and 16 don't overlap, but the skirt is quite gathered, so I should be fine doing the 14. This is the fabric I got to make that dress, and I got the fabric with that dress in mind, but like I said, I was waiting for it to go on sale. And it is this beautiful olive green and black. Oh my goodness. I do wash all of my fabrics as soon as I get them, so that's why there's loose threads on them. But it's this baby cord, and it's very thin. Like, it's not heavy at all. It's a very thin baby cord. And yeah, so picturing that with probably a gold metal zipper, since I wear a lot of gold jewelry, and with some tights and boots. I just think that's going to be very stylish and cool, and I could wear that for years. This next pattern I have never seen before, but I did see it while I was scrolling through some of the pages, and I did not scroll through, I don't even think I got through half of their patterns. I just went, I think, through like the first 4 or 5 pages, and I said, okay, that's enough. I've got 5 patterns already, just from those first few pages, so I stopped myself. And but this is a really cool pattern. It's a very interesting design, and that is Simplicity S3162. And I love the details in this dress. It has a lace-up corset back. It looks like it has some lace and trim detail. I like the way that the bust is gathered, and the shorter version is too short for me, but I will do the longer version. It looks like it hits just above the knee, so that'll be perfect. And yeah, I loved this pattern because I could just envision a lot of different ways to embellish and use different trims and different laces to get a really cool look. So I'm excited to make that. And I think the one she's wearing in the pattern photo is a lightweight denim with black lace details, which is right up my alley. Like I said, I've never seen this pattern before, but as soon as I saw it and it was $4.99, I said, yes, I'm gonna get that, and this I'm definitely gonna make this summer. I got a Butterick pajama pattern because I want to make my nephews some pajamas out of a really plush fabric I got from Joann's. And I did have this fabric out already, so I thought I would show you. It is this gingham, blue and white And the reverse side is very plush. I don't know that the camera's picking that up, but it's super soft. So, and very stretchy. And so I got B7065, and that's like a jogger style pant, so there will be like a cuff on the bottom. And I'll have to ask them if they like the idea of a cuff on the bottom. I may just keep it straight all the way to the bottom and just add some length and hem it, but I'll get their opinion on that. And so yeah, that's the main reason I got that. And this pattern looks like it does have adult and kid sizes in this pattern. That could be a good one for matching holiday pajamas as well. The last pattern I got is a Butterick pattern, and it is a lightweight jacket pattern with short sleeve and long sleeve options, and it is a cropped length. It has 2 pockets on the front. It looks like it's just 2 buttons going down the front. It just looks really cool. And I have a white denim with embroidered bumblebees on it. And I made a pair of oxbow pants out of this denim. I'll put a picture of me wearing those. And I think I might have enough to make this jacket. And I'm picturing that to look, I think that'll look really cool in this pattern. So if I have enough, that's exactly what I'm going to do with the rest of that fabric. So that's all the patterns I've gotten in this most recent sale, and I hope you are able to check it out and maybe get some for yourself while they're still on sale. I'm not sure how long this sale is going on, but it's worth checking out. They have like hundreds, at least 100 pages, I think, of patterns. And I hope you'll like and subscribe and check back for my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.